So we do have a quorum. All right. Has everybody had time to review the minutes?
Yes.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Have we received any public comment? None heard. With Aaron here, are we able to do a secretary's report or we moving on? None heard. We'll pick that back up next month. Have we received any correspondence? I see Aaron sent an email through no secretary report and no correspondence. Old business. Properties for blight rescission. There's 4110 Conrad, 621 East 25th, and 936 East 9th. Mike, can you chime in on these?
Yeah,
Looks like
so
Conrad was a
private demo. They have all of the proper and necessary permits and have passed all inspections from the trade inspectors. The other two, I believe, were demos. Yeah, they're land bank demos. There should be pictures. I'm not sure if we're able to share my pictures or not. Hang on one second. We're trying to get some. We're having some technical bugs here. Yeah, I don't know if I could share my pictures. Usually, I think someone from the redevelopment authority was going to do that.
but you did.
Okay. Yeah, for the rescissions, yes. Both of the demolitions passed demolition inspections and the rehab passed all trade inspections.
Okay. All right. Do I have a motion to rescind the blight designation?
I'll move.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Am I able to share my screen, I wonder?
All right. Moving on to new business. Mike?
Well, I think we're having trouble getting the pictures to show.
Mike, I pulled them up on Dropbox if you want me to share. I think I can share my screen.
That would be easier while I present, if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yep,
Okay,
I can do that. Yep.
Thank you. Okay, first up, we have 409 Hess. The grass is cut there because our parks guys did it. We had to file a lien with parks to get it cut. The back door was wide open. The owner has pretty much abandoned it. We think it's bank owned. Foreclosure proceedings have begun, but they're just sitting on it. I mean, they begun a while ago, like a year or two ago. There were notices sent in August of 20, September of 21. The Parks Department cut the grass. December of 21, we secured the property. May of 23, another notice was sent. July of 28 of this year, we posted an order to correct for high grass, and the neighbors were complaining of rodents. And in August of this year, we filed another lien and had parks cut the grass again. There was another notice sent August 11th and a repair demo order sent September 15th with no response. There's a water lien on this property. The electric is off. excuse me, and there's backwater fees owed around $400. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since December 17th of 2019. And that's kind of seems to be the MO with these banks. They start foreclosure proceedings, they pay the taxes and nothing else, and then just sit on these properties.
You need a motion to blight?
You're muted, Andy. There you go.
All right. Do I have a motion to Blake?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you,
Rich.
Rich.
Second.
Second, Dave, all in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next we have 1360 West 32nd Street. This is another kind of ownership mess. The property owners passed away, and then they had an estate, and the head of their estate also passed away. So it got kind of passed down to a finance bank company out of state who has done very little other than cut the grass once or twice a year. We did have Parks cut the grass front and back and clean up some junk and debris that was in the back about a month ago. Notice an order to correct was posted in September of 21. A formal notice was mailed also in September of 21. Another order to correct was posted in May of 22. August of this year, formal notice was sent. We tried to get in contact with the property owner, the note owner for the mortgage on it, and they were unresponsive. And a repair demo order was posted and mailed September 5th of this year. Parks cut grass just this last August, and it seems like a yearly thing where we have to do this. The taxes are current. The water has been off since April 21st of 2020, and the electric is off.
All right. Do I have a motion to Blake?
So moved.
Thank you, Selena. Second,
Second.
and all in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next we have 2102 Wallace Street. This one is a corner lot, and the main complaint we get from the neighbors is obstructs traffic view because it's on a corner. The grass and weeds get so high that it's hard to see to pull on or in off of this street. The owner passed away this February 7th of 2023. Notices were sent in April of 19, August of 19, April of 20, May of 20, October of 21, November of 21, and August of 23. So even though the owner passed away just in February, I don't think she was living there. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since May 14th of 2020. And there is a water lien. There's over $6,000 owed in water, sewer, and garbage. Now, I did my last repair demo order. The owner's brother contacted me and reached out, and he did respond to it, and he did cut the grass and clean it up a little bit. And I did tell him that I would work with him to get it off of the blight list if it was continued. The reason I'm still presenting is that my fear is it'll be a one-time thing, which happens. Someone gets in contact with us, they go cut the grass one time, and then we never hear from him again. But if he does continue the work and contact me, then I'll help him get this off the blighted list. But I still wanted to present it just in case it falls through.
Do I have a motion to Blake?
I'll move.
Thanks, Dave. Second,
I'll second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Next up, we have 635 East 6th Street. This is another landlord land contract type of thing where it's owned by one real estate company, but then they sell it through land contract. and then it either nothing happens or it falls through and then they sell it to another land contract. But we've been dealing with this one for quite a while. It's vacant, abandoned. There were notices sent in June of 20, March of 22, June of this year, in September of this year. There was a repair demo issued. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since April of 2019. There are no water or sewer or garbage bills owed, but the electric is off. There are no meters. It's overgrown. They will come and cut it if we send them a notice about once or twice a year. This is another one we've had EPD remove people from, squatters in and out trespassing.
Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
I'll move.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Selena. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next we have 432 East 24th Street. Excuse me. This one where we believe the owner is deceased. There was a husband and wife couple that lived here for a long time. One passed away and then the other one recently passed away. They've owned it since 1998. It's kind of been left sitting and abandoned. There were notices sent in April of 13, April of 15. They were cited when they were still there in June of 2015. They kept getting continuance after continuance, and then eventually it fell through. There's another notice sent in April of 20, August of 21, and then August of this year, a repair demo order was issued, basically an attempt just to find an estate or any responsible party to respond to us. There are back taxes owed from 21 to 23 in the amount of $4,235. The water is off. It's been off since November 9th of 2021. And there's a water lien on this property, about $2,000. And the electric is also off. It is empty. There is no one living there. And from what I can tell, it's pretty cluttered as far as a possible hoarder situation inside.
Thank you, Mike. I'll make a motion to blight. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next up, we have 629 West 10th Street. This one has been owned by its current owner since December of 2014. The taxes are back from 22 to 23 in the amount of $5,200. The water is off in the house. It's on at the curb and at the meter, but it's turned off in the house due to a pipe leak. A pipe burst and it caused significant damage, and they had to shut it off at the house. This one is on, there is an owner living there. That's owner occupied. This property was passed down to him from his family. We have spoke with him and we're trying to work with him to help him relocate. He is willing to move, and he even mentioned possibly signing the property over as a donation once it's blighted, but he just needs another place to go. So Mike Higgins, our property inspector, put him in touch with several caseworkers and agencies that are actively trying to find him another place to get him out of there. We feel it's unsafe. The roof is collapsing. As you can see, the porch is collapsing. There were notices sent in December of 18, January of 21. He was cited in September of 22, but he had a health issue. He was in a hospital, so he couldn't make the hearing, and it was continued. There was a repair demo order issued in September of this year, but we got to get him out of there. It's unhealthy and unsafe for him to be there.
Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
I'll move.
Thank you, Dave. Second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next we have 4229 Burton Avenue and lot 5218-123. So these are two lots. They're the same owner and they're adjoining, and they've been owned by the same person, but they're two separate lots that I'm presenting for Blake. It is vacant. It is empty. It's an owner the owner has been responsive, but he doesn't live there. It's another situation where he doesn't really want the property. He's been trying to sell it for 2 or 3 years and can't get any takers. He also mentioned donation to the land bank as a possibility if he can't get anyone to buy it. He has owned it since 1996, both lots. There were notices set in 05, June of 20, October of 21, May of 23, and a repair demo order was issued last August, which he did respond to and give me the background of the story. He did go cut the grass at that point because the grass was extremely high and the neighbors were complaining. The taxes on both lots are current. The water's been off to the house since February 13th of 2018. There are abandoned vehicles there. There are no water or sewer and gas delinquent account amounts owed. But he's basically trying to get out of it, and he's out of options. So I'm presenting it for a blight designation.
All right, do I have a motion to blight these 2 lots?
So moved.
Thank you, Selena. Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next we have this lot doesn't have an address. It's simply listed as East 18th Street. It's lot 2131-127. Now, we blighted the property next to it a while back, and I didn't realize at the time that they were 2 separate lots. So in the name of consistency, I'm presenting this one too, so it stays with the house that was previously blighted. This was, a gentleman had it. His father passed away. He inherited it, started work on about 2 years ago, and then just left. He moved the garage or the front porch that was collapsing, and then just left it unattended to. There were notices set in May of 02, April of 21, June of 21. In December of 22 is when I issued a repair demo order, and he did start repairing. The son restarted repairing, ripping the porch off and repairing it, and then left it open. It's basically just open exposed wood right now. There were no changes to the property from when it was blighted in 22 to August of this year when we went back to check on it. There was another notice sent to update and include this lot in August of this year. The taxes are behind from 22 to 23 and $5,500 on just this lot. The original house next door was blighted July 13th of 2022, and I'm presenting this just to keep it together.
All right, do I have a motion to blight?
I'll move.
Second?
I'll
Thank you.
second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have 461 East 25th Street. This is another lot, vacant lot. So it was previously a tavern or a bar years and years ago. And then it was abandoned and sold at a tax sale. And then that owner sat on it since 2020. Excuse me. It got set on fire somehow. I don't remember the cause of the fire, but it was dangerous and collapsing. We had to perform an emergency demolition to put it in a pile. I then tried to reach out to the owner several times to see if he would be responsive to finish the demolition and take care of the lot, and there was no response. So we bid out the cleanup and site restoration and put the lot just down the grass seed. Now, I still haven't gotten a response, and it's just growing, and the neighbors are complaining about rodents and high grass there. There was a notice sent out in 2018, and the previous owner was cited in 2020. That citation was withdrawn when the property was sold, and the new case was started with the current owner in June of 21. The fire was in June of 21, and we performed an emergency demo then. And there was another recent notice sent for high grass to try to get the owner to take care of the lot in August of this year, and there was no response. There is a lien attached to the property for the cost of the demolition from the fire. There are back taxes owed from 2020 to 2023, over $8,700. And obviously there is no water or utilities on the vacant lot.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
So moved.
Second,
I'll second.
thank you. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next is 633 East Sixth Street. This is one right next door to the one I previously presented. This is another landlord repeat offender situation. She owns quite a few properties that are in this kind of shape. There have been people in and out of there. Tenants come and leave when they see the condition of the building. They call us when they rent it and see how deplorable the building is, and then they move out. We believe it to be currently vacant, but I'm not sure. Two of the apartments do not have electricity. One does. When our inspectors were there last time, they deemed it uninhabitable because of the condition of the building. This current property owner has owned it since 2006. We've had a case starting in 2013 where notices were sent. And the bare minimum would be done to close the case, and then it would deteriorate further. There's another notice sent in March of 2016. She was cited in July of 2017 for these conditions and found guilty and fined $800. Another notice was sent in April of 2018, April of 2020, June of 2020, July of 2020, March of 2022. She was cited again this March of 2023, but the results are outstanding. Another notice was sent this June, and then a repair demo notice was issued October of this month. The taxes are current. The water is active, but there's a water lien on it. There's $5,685 owed to the water and $3,850 owed for sewer and garbage. And we believe there might be a bankruptcy issue here, which is filed, which prevents them from shutting this water off. Which has happened on quite a few of our properties as a way maybe to get out of paying these bills. But this is we basically start a case, the bare minimum is done, and then we close the case and it deteriorates further, and we have to go back and start a case. This has been ongoing for quite some time now.
All right, thank you. Mike, do I have a motion to blight?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Next, we have 746 East 13th Street. This is another property owner that owns several of these properties in a similar condition. The current owner has had this since 2006. We've had notices sent out in June of 2003 was the original case with the previous owner. We've had notices sent to the current owner in May of 2017, March of 2017, November of 21, June of 22, October of 22, and a repair demo order was issued October 5th of this year. There has been some minimal communication with the property owner. When we try to reach out with a courtesy call, he says he'll do things and then it never happens. The taxes are current. The water is active, but the water authority informed me that there may be a broken valve there, which could be why they couldn't shut it off. There is no balance owed on the water, but the sewer and garbage is $1,685. This is one that abuts against an alley in the back, and people keep creating tents and living back there. We've had them removed from the Erie Police Department probably 3 or 4 times, and they keep coming back. I think our next step is to file a lien and have Parks remove all of the tent and debris. It's on a street that sits next to the ball fields on 13th and Wayne, so it's hard to see. You can't really see where they're at unless you know they're back there, which is why they're there sometimes without us finding out for a little while. This property owner also has another property that is on the blighted properties list.
Thank you, Mike. I'll make a motion to blight. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Selena. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next we have 3320 Cherry Street. This one is a little frustrating for the neighbors. It is occupied. It's owner occupied since 97, but the water has been off since April 8th of 2015. There are back water fees of water is owed for $133 and sewer and garbage is owed for $2,380. The water authority informed me that due to the conditions of the pipes, they would have to have a whole new connection and a plumber called and a service installed to get the water turned back on. The original case starts back in 2005. There were notices sent in July of 17, May of 23. They were cited in June of 23, but they were no-show, and those went to warrant. And the repair demo was sent in June of 23. What's going on there, those pictures in the windows that's frustrating the neighbors, is they are using the bathroom and defecating in buckets upstairs and then just dumping the bucket outside of the upstairs window and letting the matter hit the windows and splash onto the ground because they refuse to get their water turned on. This has caused significant aggravation from the neighbors, which I understand. It is an elderly couple that lives there. I think it's a father and son situation, and they've been offered help and basically refused to help and refused to move. And one of them can become confrontational if you knock on a door and try to speak to them. I'm not really sure what else to do here other than present it for blight. It's kind of a unique situation. That bucket there is their landing zone for their homemade bathroom upstairs in their bedroom. My
Mike,
hope
there
is-
is a uninhabitable posted sign on this, correct?
Yes, we have posted uninhabitable, and Donna has posted the ordinance which states they must have running water to the door. It's been posted, it's been mailed. They've been cited. We've exhausted all code enforcement methods we have to try to get them to do something. We're out of options, which is, I'm hoping a blight designation may spark some movement.
Not likely.
I'll make the motion to blight. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dave. All in favor, say aye.
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 Next, we have 1201 East 21st Street. So this was a fire. I've been trying to get in contact with the owner for quite some time. There was a house next to it that burnt down, and the radiant heat caused significant damage to the east side of this house. It wasn't a process of being rebuilt, and then it caught fire. Neither properties have insurance, so it's been sitting like this for quite some time now. I originally was able to get in contact with the property owner when the fire first happened, and he said that he was going to rehab it. Excuse me, this was last February, nothing's been done. It's actually deteriorating worse. It is uninhabitable. The current owner's owned it since 2017. There were notices sent in May of 19, and a repair demo order was sent in March of 23, right after the fire happened. Another repair demo notice was sent in September of this year. It was posted uninhabitable, and an order to correct was posted to the front door. The taxes, there are back taxes from 22 to 23, over $2,400. The water has been off since January 4th of 23. There are water, sewer, and garbage bill owed over $400. I was giving the owner the benefit of the doubt because it seemed like he was going to work on it, but he's basically done nothing but verbally say he's going to work on it.
I'll make the motion to blight. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Right.
Aye.
Next, we have 706 West 18th Street. This is a two-family dwelling. The current owner has had it since May 6th of 2021. There are back taxes owed from 21 to 23, $3,316. The water has been off since August 11th of 2009. So my guess is she bought it, started working on it, and just never had the water turned back on. There are no outstanding water, sewer, and garbage bills. There were notices sent to the original owner in September of 16, in July of 19, and then the property changed hands, and the new owner had notices sent in May of 22, February of 23. They were cited this July, and the results are outstanding from that citation. In October of this year, a repair demo order was issued. This was another start and stop. They began working on it when they first got it in 21, started doing some repairs, and then just walked away and left it there.
Do I have a motion to Blake?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 And lastly, I have 711 Vine Street. So the current owners have had it since November 28th of 2007. There are two owners on the deed according to the county website. One of the owners is deceased and the other owner may live out of state. We can't find her. There were back taxes owed from 2020 to 2023, over $1,700. The water's been off since May of this year. There are water, sewer, and garbage bills owed around $600. There were notices sent in October of 13, September of 18, September of this year. A repair demo order was sent in October of this year. We also posted it uninhabitable and in order to correct on October 4th of this year, because there were trespassers in and out, and they were lighting those grills inside and outside and cooking things, and the neighbors were concerned they were going to set the house on fire. So we had them removed from Erie Police Department and had Parks boarded up and filed a lien for the board to see it. We did post it again, uninhabitable, keep out. There was a fire a couple houses down earlier this summer where there were squatters in there. They burnt the house down and caused damage to a surrounding house. So the neighbors are a little worried about this one. And we can't get any response from anyone, which is why I'm presenting it for Blight.
I'll make the motion to Blake. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And that's all I have this month. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Yes, thank you, everyone, for your patience. All right, anything else? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
I'll
Second.
second.
Second by Selena, thank you. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks. You too, Mike.
Thank you.